Good afternoon, students. Today we are discussing feedback characteristics of control system. The main function of feedback is to reduce the error in the output. This is an open loop system. When there is any change in parameter or there is due to external disturbance or due to eddy or due to some parameter changes, there is any change in gain of open loop system, then output changes. But in this mechanism, there is no such device which can control or which can correct the output. So in this open loop system, there is no mechanism to check or to correct the output. But in feedback loop, if there is change in GS, then there is change in output, and this output is connected to a feedback to the error detector. This feedback element takes a fraction of output and applies this output to the error detector. Then this error detector gives its output to a controller, and controller tries to tries to eliminate error in the output depending upon the error. So in feedback mechanism, this feedback element is used to correct the output or to remove the error in the output. So the main function of feedback is to reduce the error in the output. But we know that system parameter changes with changing conditions, and the variation in parameters affect the performance of system adversely. Hence, it is necessary to make the system insensitive to such parameter variation as far as possible. Means output should not be sensitive to the changes in parameter, or output should remain fixed in spite of variation in parameters of system. Effect of parameter variation in open loop control system. In this system, CS by RS is given by GS, and so CS is equal to GS RS. If suppose due to parametric changes, there is small changes in GS, which is denoted by del GS. So del GS is change in GS due to parametric variation, and del CS is corresponding change in output. So we can write CS plus change in output is equal to GS plus change in GS multiplied by RS. And if we solve this equation, here CS is equal to GSRS, this GSRS is cancelled out, and change in output is given by this equation del GS change in GS multiplied by RS. But this change in output remains the same because there is no method to correct or to reduce this change in output, to increase or to decrease the change in output. There is no mechanism in open loop system. Effect of parametric variation in closed loop control system. In this closed loop system, CS by RS is given by DS divided by 1 plus DS HS, and if due to parametric variation there is a change in DS is del T, then corresponding change in CS is del T. So here we substitute the value of GS or replace GS by DS plus del DS and replace CS by T plus del CS. And if in this equation, if del DS and H multiplied by HS is less than 1 plus GS HS, then we can ignore this term and we get the change in output by this equation, and this equation is written in this CGS divided by 1 plus GSHS is written as multiplied by CS is written as CS. So change in output is given by this expression. In open loop system, change in output is given by del GS multiplied by RS, while in closed loop system, change in output is given by del GS RS divided by 1 plus GS SS. It means that in this system, if there is a change in open loop gain, but there is a small change in output. In open loop system, if there is 10% change in GS, then same change in output. But in closed loop system, if there is 10% change in GS, but there is very small change in output. This is the advantage of negative feedback. Then effect of feedback on sensitivity. Sensitivity. Before defining sensitivity, we first discuss what is the meaning of sensitivity. How our system is to be sensitive to the changes or disturbance in either in system parameter or in input. Or we can say that how much system can respond to a change in parameter or change in input. If we change the input, we get a change output. Similarly, if there is a change in parameter, there is a change in output. How much our system or how much output of the system will be affected by the change in parameter or the change in input is decided by sensitivity or is defined as sensitivity. Or we can say that how much output can change, that is explained by the term sensitivity. Here means sensitivity is simply the change in output with respect to change in parameter or change in input. In control system, we study the sensitivity with respect to change in parameter, or we can say that we study the change in output with respect to change in parameter. And in instrumentation, we study the sensitivity with respect to change in input. Means we study the change in output with respect to change in input in instrumentation. Here, the sensitivity clear है तुम्हें? It means that in control system, we want to know that due to change in temperature or aging or external disturbances, if somehow some parameter of system changes, then how will be the output affected? And that's why we study the sensitivity with respect to parameter. It means that for good control system, output of control system should be independent of changes in parameter. Means output remains same in spite of changes in parameter. Or we can say that it means that sensitivity with respect to change in parameter should be low. Means sensitivity should be low with respect to changes in parameter for good control system. Then we define sensitivity of overall transfer function with respect to forward path gain G, and it is defined as percentage change in overall transfer function divided by percentage change in forward path gain or forward path function, where del t is the incremental change in t due to incremental change in g. So, sensitivity of overall transfer function with respect to forward path gain is represented by this equation. In open loop gain, Ts is in open loop gain, Ts is given by Gs. In open loop gain, total transfer function is Gs. In open loop transfer function, Ts is equal to Gs, and if we calculate the overall sensitivity with respect to open loop gain, then if we differentiate this, we get 1. Here G is Gs and T is also Gs. It means that sensitivity of overall function with respect to G is 1. 1 means here it is 1. If it is 1, it means that percentage change in G is equal to the percentage change in T. It means if there is 20% change in G, then there is 20% change in total transfer function, which is not desirable. Then calculate sensitivity of closed loop control system. In closed loop control system, overall transfer function is given by Gs1 plus Gshs, and if we differentiate this overall transfer function with Gs, differentiate this and multiplied by 1 plus Gs minus Gs and differentiate this, we get Hs divided by 1 plus whole square of 1 plus Gs. So if we simplify, we get this equation, and if we substitute the value of Gs and Ts, we get sensitivity of overall transfer function with respect to gain is given by 1 plus 1 by 1 plus Gs. This sensitivity is less than 1. Sensitivity is less than 1. It means that, and sensitivity is percentage change in T divided by percentage change in G. So we can say that percentage change in T is less than percentage change in G in case of closed loop control system. If there is 10% change in G, there is very small percentage change in overall transfer function. It means that there is very small changes in output. Or we can say that if you change the system parameter or system gain G, it will affect the output very less, or change in output is less than change in gain. And this is desirable condition because change in parameter will not affect the output, or change in parameter will affect output very less. Or we can, if we compare equation 4 and 5, the sensitivity is reduced due to feedback factor 1 by 1 plus GSHS as compared to open loop. And this is the sensitivity of overall transfer function with respect to G. Sensitivity due to variation in HS. Ts is equal to Gs divided by 1 plus Gs Hs. And if we differentiate this with respect to Hs, we get this expression, and if we substitute all the values in so sensitivity is given by del Ts by del Hs multiplied by Hs Ts. If we substitute the value of Ts and value of this, we get final expression for sensitivity is this. And since the value of GSHF is greater than 1, we can ignore 1, and their value of sensitivity is minus 1. Minus 1, it means that changes in H and changes in P both are opposite. It means that if changes in H or percentage changes in H increases, percentage change in T decreases because of minus 1. And magnitude of this sensitivity is 1. It means that if there is 10% change in H, there will be same changes in the overall transfer function. It means if H changes by 10%, T also changes by 10%. It means output also changes by same percentage. That's why there should be no disturbance in the feedback path. In order to ensure that, we generally provide shielding around feedback path, so that there can be no disturbance in the feedback path. There can be disturbance in forward path gain because it will reduce due to feedback or 1 by 1 plus GSHS. But there should never be a disturbance in feedback path because that will be directly reflected in the output. So closed loop control system is more sensitive to the variation in feedback path parameter than the variation in forward path parameter. Effect of feedback on overall gain. CS by RS is equal to GS in this case, and closed loop system gain is given by this. It means that for negative feedback, the gain GS is reduced by 1 by 1 plus GSHS in negative feedback. Then all these questions are based on sensitivity. First question is, value of forward path gain is 10. Initially, value of forward path gain is 10, and if percentage change in G is 10%, then determine the percentage change in overall transfer function P given by C by R. Okay. First, when there is no change, feedback path gain is given by 10, given in question. And then there is 10 due to any parametric variation, there is 10% change in G. 10% this is 10. It means that when there is 100% for 10, 1% 10 by 100, and for 10% change, it is 1. Clear? So, when there is no change, value of G1 is 10, and after change, value of G is 11. We simply denote as G1 and G2 after n, for after n no changes. Then when value of G1 is 10, the overall transfer function is given by G1 divided by 1 plus G1 because value of Hs is 1. So it is given by 10 by 11, and G2 is given by G2, ये G2 होगा, this will be G2 divided by 1 plus G2. So 11 divided by 1 plus 11, and it is given by 11 by 12. Percentage change in overall transfer function is given by T2 minus C1 divided by this original value. And if we substitute the value of T1, T2 and in this, we get the value of percentage change in overall gain, which is 0.833. So there is 10% change in G. Overall transfer function is changed, or percentage change in overall transfer function is only 0.833. It is very small changes in overall transfer function. In next case, when G is 5 and if percentage change in G is 20%, then determine percentage change in T. When there is no change, value of G or forward path gain is 5. Before no changes, value of G1 is 5, and after changes, this 5 is when for 100% G is 5, for 1% 5 by 100, and for 20% 5 by 100 multiplied by 2, and which is 1. So G2 is 5 plus 1 is 6. In this case, calculate T1 5 by 1 plus 5 is 5 by 6, and in this case calculate 6 by 1 plus 6 is 6 by 7. Percentage change in T is given by T2 minus C1 divided by T1 multiplied by 100, and if we substitute the value of T2 and T1, then we get the value of percentage change in overall transfer function, which is 2.85. When there is 20% change in forward path gain, there is percentage change, 2.8%, percentage change in P is 2.8%, 85. Initially, value of G is 5, and here value of H is 2. If percentage change in H is 10%, here there is no change in forward path gain, there is change in feedback path gain. So if there is 10% change in H, then determine the percentage change in overall transfer function C by R. Before no change, value of G1 and H1 is 5 and 2, and then calculate the value of T1, and T1 is 5 divided by 1 plus 5 into 2 is 5 by 11. For 100%, value of G is 5%. No, sorry. For 100%, value of H is 2%, For 1%, 2 by 100, and for 10%, 2 by 100 multiplied by 10 is 2%. There is a change in H2 is 0.2. And since here no sign is given, it means that this change is positive, or it means that value of H increases. G2, there is no change in G, so we write simply G2 is 5 and H2 is 2.5. Value of H2 increases due to some parametric change in the system. So then we calculate value of T2, 5 divided by 1 plus 5 multiplied by 2.2, and it is 5 by 12. Percentage change is T2 minus T1 divided by T1 multiplied by 100, and if we substitute all the values we get यहाँ पे 100 होना चाहिए, 100 मिसिंग है, 100. So we get here 100 by 12 minus 100 by 12. H2 is increasing, overall transfer function decreasing. Clear? Means percentage change in F1 increasing while percentage change in T decreases when there is no change in G. Next question is, if percentage change in G is 20%, then determine percentage change in forward path gain. Forward path gain and G is same, so there is 20% change in forward path gain. But in first and second question, if G2 is increasing, T and percentage change in T is also increasing in both questions. If there is percentage change increases, percentage change increases in T. So if forward path gain increases, overall gain increases, and if forward path gain decreases, overall gain decreases. But when there is a change in feedback path, then if feedback path, percentage change in feedback path increases, overall gain decreases, and if percentage change in feedback path decreases, overall gain increases. And this fact is clear by this formula. If H increases, T decreases. If H decreases, T increases. If H increases, T decreases. This question 5, calculate the sensitivity of question 1. Sensitivity is given by sensitivity of overall transfer function with respect to forward path gain is given by percentage change in T divided by percentage change in G. And in first question, percentage change in G is given by 10% and percentage change is given by in T is given by is calculated 0.833. So divide this by percentage in G, you get the sensitivity of question 1. Then effect of feedback on stability. Suppose that open loop system with overall transfer function is given by Gs is equal to K divided by S of S plus T. Pole is located at S is equal to minus T. In closed loop system, closed loop pole is located at this. The stability of system depends upon the location of poles in S plane, so it can be concluded that feedback affect the stability of system. Feedback affects the stability of system. Or we can say that feedback may improve the stability or may be harmful to the system. Means because feedback affect the stability of system. Feedback make the system stable or make the system unstable. The stability of system can be controlled by proper design. So stability of system can be controlled by proper design and application of feedback. Then effect of feedback on disturbance. If disturbance is in forward path, suppose that this is the disturbance and this is in forward path. Here we assume that RS is 0, then we calculate CS divided by CDS, and this is forward path. If we consider this as a input, then this is forward path and this is feedback path. So forward path gain G2 divided by 1 minus G2 multiplied by HS GS, and this is minus 1. So minus G1S multiplied by HS multiplied by G2, and this is given by this formula. And here CS is given by CD multiplied by G2 divided by 1 plus G1 G2 H. If G1 G2 is greater than 1, we can ignore 1 and we get this expression. Hence, to make the disturbance or hence to make the effect of disturbance on the output as small as possible, value of G1 must be selected as large as possible. Okay. Then disturbance in the feedback part. This is the disturbance in the feedback part, and here we can assume that this is input. Value of RS is 0. And if this is input, this is the forward path and this is the feedback path. So CS by TS is given by minus G1 G2 H2 divided by 1 plus G1 G2 H1 H2. If this is greater than 1, we get minus 1 by H1 H. Effect of disturbance in feedback path on the output can be reduced by proper designing of H1S. Clear? Then next is disturbance at the output. In this case, disturbance is at the output. So CS by D is RS is 0. CS by CGS is, this is the forward path. For path gain of forward path is 1 and this is the feedback path. So transfer function is given by this, and if we ignore 1, we get this. Thus, if disturbance is affecting the output directly, then by changing the value of GH or HS or both, the effect of disturbance can be minimized. Figure shows PD controller used for the system. In this is PD controller, proportional controller used because this S is present. So this is the transfer function of proportional controller. Determine the value of PD so that system will critically damped. Calculate its settling time. GS is given by 1 plus SCD multiplied by 4 SZ, and value of HS is 1. And if we substitute the value of GS and HS, we get this equation. Comparing this equation with the standard one, value of omega n is given by 4, so value of omega n is 2, and 2 zeta omega n is given by 1.6 plus 4 kg, and value of zeta is 1 by 2. For critically damped, value of damping ratio is 1. So substitute the value of zeta 1 and we calculate the value of Td, and settling time is also calculated by Ts is equal to 4 divided by zeta omega n. Omega n की value we calculate कर ली थी 2 and value of zeta is 1. So you can easily calculate the value of settling time. For unity feedback control system shown in figure, in actions of derivative feedback, determine the damping ratio and omega n, and also determine steady state error from unit ramp in. In absence of derivative feedback, means suppose that in first part this derivative feedback is not present. Then determine the damping ratio omega n and also determine the steady state error for ramp in. When this is not present, this diagram reduces to this diagram, and then calculate CS by RS is CS divided by 1 plus DSHS, and here we get this characteristic equation. So omega n square is given by 8 and 2 zeta omega n is given by 2. So we calculate the value of omega and zeta n, and we have to calculate the value of steady state error for ramp input. Ramp input, it means that we have first calculate the value of Pv. Pv is given by limit s approaches 0 s dshs. So limit s approaches 0 s dshs की वैल्यू क्या है यहाँ पे? dshs की वैल्यू यहाँ पे है 8 divided by s plus 2 multiplied by 1 and this is 2. So for unit step function, unit ramp function, steady state error is given by 1 by 4, which is 0.25. In second part, determine the derivative feedback constant A, which will increase the damping ratio to 0.7, and what is the steady state error to use ramp input with the settling time of derivative feedback constant. With derivative feedback constant, first we solve this feedback loop, and then we solve second feedback loop, and here we get this final expression, and comparing this standard equation, we have found this expression and this expression for omega and zeta. But if omega and zeta is 0.7, then we substitute the value of zeta, and here we get the value of A. Kv is limited, and if we calculate the value of Kv, and steady state error is 1 by this expression, and substituting the value of A, we get steady state error 0.295. Last question. Consider the feedback control system shown in this figure. The normal values of process parameter K is 1. Here value of K is 1. Let us evaluate the sensitivity of transfer function Ts is equal to Cs by Rs to the variation in parameter K. Means if there is any variation in K, then calculate the sensitivity of system. Cs is equal to Cs by Rs, and if you calculate this, and if you differentiate with respect to K, you get this expression, and substitute the value of del t by del k multiplied by k and t, you get this equation. This sensitivity may be evaluated because S is equal to j omega. Omega is frequency. So sensitivity may be evaluated at various values of frequency. In this particular question, we calculate the sensitivity when omega is 5. And if we substitute the value of omega in 5, value of sensitivity is 1.41. Clear? Same system can be realized by two loop structure. This is the same system is realized by this system, two loop system. And if we calculate the TS and then differentiate and substitute the value of all these, we get this. This is the sensitivity. The value of sensitivity is this. And if we calculate the sensitivity at omega is 5, sensitivity is in this case is 1. Same system, but in previous case sensitivity is 1.41 and in this case sensitivity is 1. This shows that superiority of two loop system over single loop system. It means that sensitivity function gives a firm basis for the comparison of alternative data. Yes, this is the advantage of sensitivity. Okay, class is over. Thank you.